Good morning, children. Here we move on to the chapter 5, that is lines and angles. So before getting into the chapter, we have learnt in our 6th standard what are lines, what are line segments, isn't it? We'll go for a small brief recall. As we know, a line between 2 points, let us name it as A and B. Okay, the line between 2 points is called a line segment. It's called a line segment. So how to represent this line segment? We used to represent this line segment by AB dash, isn't it? So this is our line segment, and if you extend the line on both the sides, if you extend the line on both the sides, this is A and this is B, if you extend on both the sides, this becomes a line, isn't it? So this is a line segment and this is a line. How do you represent a line? We used to represent lines by like this, isn't it? Hope you all remember this. A line segment, a line between 2 points is called a line segment. We used to represent line segment by AB dash. And if it is a line, when you extend the line segment on the both the sides, it becomes a line. And we represent line by AB with arrow on the both the sides. And if the line is extended only on one direction, if the line is extended only in one direction, then what does it become? It becomes a ray. Hope you all remember. It becomes a ray, isn't it? So we learn what is a line segment and a ray. Then what could be an angle? What could be an angle? When two lines meet at a single point, isn't it? When two lines meet at a single point, then it becomes a angle. Yes. So this is a point where the line A and line B meets, here where line D and line E meets. So we'll put it here O and we'll put it here X. So this is a point where line A and line B meets, and here in this particular angle, line D and line E meets at X, isn't it? So this is what we call it as angles. And how do you represent an angle? We represent angle as angle AOB. Here we'll write angle DXE. So this is how we represent an angle. I hope till here we have all remember this, isn't it? And also, I am sure that we remember what is an acute angle. Acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle and straight angle. I'm sure all of us remember what is an acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle and a straight angle. So what is acute angle? Angle less than 90 degree. Angle less than 90 degree is called a acute angle. Then what is obtuse angle? Angle more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Less than 180 degree. This is obtuse angle. So what is obtuse angle? Obtuse angle is angle more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Then what could be right angle? Right angle is exact 90 degree is called the right angle, and exact 180 degree is our straight angle. Okay, so these are the main four angles that we have to remember always. Okay, so now we'll see certain different related angles. So different related angles. So the first two are complementary angle and supplementary angle. So first one we have as complementary angle and supplementary angle. So let us see what is this complementary angle and what is supplementary angle. So an angle is said to be an angle is said to be complementary. An angle is said to be complementary if sum of these angles, so here it says two angles are said to be complementary if sum of these angles is equal to 90 degree. Any two angles, if the sum is equal to 90 degree, then those two angles are said to be complementary. Let us take an example as this is one angle. We will write it as 70 degree. Okay, we will take one more angle and we will say this is 20 degree. Now let us name it as angle A and angle B. So now look at angle A and angle B. If the sum of these two, is it equal to 90 degree? Of course yes, isn't it? 70 plus 20 is equal to 90 degree. Then we say these two angles are complementary angles. Take one more example as (45°). One more 45 degree. So see 45 plus 45, of course we get 95, right? 90 degree. Therefore these two angles are complementary angles. Hope you have understood. So we define as two angles are said to be complementary if sum of these angles is equal to 90 degree. Then those two angles are complementary. So similarly, two angles are said to be supplementary if sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree. So we write it as two angles are said to be supplementary if sum of those angles are equal to 180 degree. So let us have one here like 120 degree. Okay, the other one you can take it as 60 degree. So 120 degree plus 60 degree. Just take it out. 120 plus 60 is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, this angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary angles. Is it clear? Let us take one more. (110 will take 70. Okay, these two angles, just take 110 plus 70. 110 plus 70 is also equal to 180. So one thing you can observe here is, okay, when you take a supplementary angles, okay, we cannot have two obtuse angles as supplementary angle. Can we have two obtuse angle? No, always when you take a supplementary angles, we will have as one acute angle and one obtuse angle. When you have one acute angle and one obtuse angle, then only they become a supplementary angle, or else two right angles. So you have two right angles, right angle plus right angle, then you will get a supplementary angle. If two acute angle you have, can you have two acute angles there? No, two acute angles cannot be a supplementary angle, and even two obtuse angles also cannot be a supplementary angle. So only two options you will get, that is one acute angle and one obtuse angle, and two right angles. Then you will get a supplementary angle. Is it clear? So we'll move on to the next one, that is adjacent angles. Next one is adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Two angles are said to be adjacent. Two angles are said to be adjacent if they have same vertex and one arm in common. One arm in common. These are the two conditions for them to become a adjacent angle. Two angles are said to be adjacent if they have same vertex and one arm in common. Let me draw here one. Here this is A, O, B, and if we get one arm here, then we say these two angles, that is AOC and COB or BOC, that we say angle AOC and angle BOC, these two angles are adjacent angles. Why they are adjacent angles? Because they have same vertex, same vertex they have, and they have one arm in common, that is the angle arm C is in common. Is it clear? So because of that only we call them as adjacent angles. Two angles are said to be adjacent if they have same vertex and one arm in common. Therefore, angle AOC and angle BOC are adjacent angles. The next one is vertically opposite angles. We have vertically opposite angles. So, vertically opposite angles are formed when two lines intersect each other. When two lines, let us take line AB and line CD. When two lines intersect each other, when two lines intersect each other, then vertically opposite lines are formed. So we will have a point O. O is a point where two lines intersect each other. So in this point O, when the two lines intersect each other, we get vertically opposite angles. Here we have angle BOC is opposite to angle AOD. So AOD and BOC, these two angles are vertically opposite to each other. And similarly, AOC and BOD. Okay, angle AOC and angle BOD, these two angles are vertically opposite angles. And here we have, as always, vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay, vertically opposite angles are always equal. Is it clear? Here we have, let me explain you once again, angle BOC and angle AOD are vertically opposite angles. Similarly, angle AOC and angle BOD are vertically opposite angles, and vertically opposite angles are formed when two lines intersect each other, and vertically opposite angles are always equal. Is it clear? The next we will move on to linear pair. Next we will go on to the linear pair. So we say linear pair when the angles lie on a straight line. When the angles lie on a straight line, we call them as a linear pair. See, now could you see there are three angles formed here. Okay, let us name it as A, B, C and D. Okay, now look here, and this point we'll put it as O, and here we have angle AOD, angle COD and angle BOC. So we are getting three angles here, angle AOD, angle COD and angle BOC. All these three angles lie on a straight line because they are having single vertex point here. Okay, then these angles are called as the linear pair. These angles are called as the linear pair. Is that clear, children? So we'll move on to our exercise 5.1 so that we'll understand our chapter better. Exercise 5.1. Here, look at the first question here. It says, find the complement of each of the following. Look at the first one. As it says, find the complement of the following angles. Look at the first one. It is angle 20. So, when the angle is 20, what will be the complement of the angle? What is a complementary angle? The sum of the angles is equal to 90 degree. So, already we have 20 degree. Then what will be the other complement? Complement is 70 degree. So, 90 minus this 20, you will get the 70 there. So, let us look at the second one. As it says, 63 degree. Therefore, 90 minus 63, 27. So, 27 degree is the complement of second angle. C, it is given as 57 degree. Therefore, 90 minus 57, you will get 33 degree. Okay, so these are the complements of the given angles. Now, similarly, you can do the second main, I hope so. It is given the supplementary angle. Take the given angles, subtract it with 180 degrees. Therefore, you will get a second supplement of the given angles there. So, I will move on to the third one here. So the third main says, identify which of the following pairs are complementary and which are supplementary. So take the first one here. It is 65 degree and 105 degree. So look at this. This is a acute angle and a obtuse angle. When you get acute angle and obtuse angle together, what would it become? It becomes a supplementary angle. Okay, look at the B1, 63 degree and 27 degree. Both are acute angle. When both are acute angle, it becomes a complementary angle. Now C1, 112 and 68. Therefore, it is a supplementary angle. Okay, now D, E and F, these three I would give it as a homework. Okay, so similarly 3 sums are there, so that particular 3 sums you will do it as your homework. So let me go on to the fourth one. Find the angle which is equal to its complement. Find an angle which is equal to its complement. So fourth one, you have one angle and the other angle should be equal to its complement. So there should be, both the angles should be equal, same. So what will be the equal complement of one angle? So if you could imagine, this is a complementary angle which is equal to 90 degree. If you have to make an exact equal, what will be the exact equal? It is 45 degree. So answer for fourth one is the 45 degree, or you can draw an angle and show 45 degree. So that is the exact equal of a complement. Similarly, if you take fifth one, it is asking you to find the angle which is equal of its supplement. When you take equal of its supplement, you should get a 90 degree as the equal of its supplement. Therefore, the answer is 90 degree. Hope you would understood this. What is the equal supplement and what is the equal supplement? Is it clear? So let us go to the sixth one. Here it says, there is a figure given there for you. Look at the given figure. Okay. In the given figure, 1 and 2 are supplementary angles. If 1 is decreased, what changes should take place in 2 so that both the angles still remain supplementary? So 1 is getting decreased. When 1 gets decreased, then what should be done to the second one? Here it says. So what should do for a supplementary angle? One should be acute angle, the other should be a obtuse angle. When angle 1 is getting decreased, it is becoming acute angle, then what should happen to angle 2? It should increase. So the answer here is angle 2 should be increased. Angle 2 should be increased. When you increase angle 2, because angle 1 is getting decreased. When angle 1 is getting decreased, angle 2 should be increased. Then it will remain as supplementary angles again. And look at the 7th one. It says, can two angles be supplementary? Two angles be supplementary if both of them are acute angle. If both are acute angle, can it be supplementary? No. Second one, if both are obtuse angle. If both are obtuse angle, can it be supplementary? No again. Third one, if both are right angle. If both are right angle, then it can be supplementary? Yes. Okay, if both are acute also it can't be, both are obtuse also it can't be. So when both are right angle, then it can be a supplementary angle. Now look at the 8th one. An angle is greater than 45 degree. So one of the angles is greater than 45 degree. Is its complementary angle greater than 45 degree? So here the question says you, if one angle is more than 45 degree. So we are supposed to find the complementary angle. So as the figure says, it's already more than, sorry. So one angle is already more than 45 degree, maybe it's more than 45 degree. Okay. So how should be the second angle be? Greater than 45 degree? Greater than 45 degree? No. Then equal to 45 degree? That is also no. The third one, less than 45 degree. So therefore this is correct. Therefore when the first angle is more than 45 degree, the second angle should be less than 45 degree. Then only you will get a complementary angle, isn't it? Okay, now look at the 9th one. There already they have given you a figure there. So based on that we are supposed to find the answers. So here the figure says, one, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here it is. A, B, C, D and E. Okay. Here the first question of 9th one, first question says, is 1 adjacent to angle 2? Here angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. Are they two adjacent angles? Yes. So both are adjacent angles. It is yes. Look at the second one. Is angle AOC adjacent to angle AOE? Where is AOC? So this is angle AOC. So that is angle 1. Is it adjacent to angle AOB? So it is angle AOE is double the angle. Are these two angles adjacent? AOC and see they are asking angle 1 is adjacent to angle 1 plus 2. Are they adjacent? No. Therefore it is no. Look at the third one. It says, do COE and EOD. Okay, COE COE. Where is COE? That is angle 2. COE and EOD. EOD, yes. This angle 3 plus 4. This 2 and 3 plus 4 form a linear pair. Do they form a linear pair? Of course they form a linear pair because they are lying on a line CD. Therefore answer is yes. Fourth one, R angle DOB. Where is DOB? DOB. So it is 4, angle 4. And angle DOA. DOA. So this here. It's 4 and 5. DOA. Are they supplementary angles? See, they are in the straight line. Okay, when these two join, they become a straight angle. Therefore, the answer is yes, they form a supplementary angle. Look at the last one. Oh, there's a fifth one. Is angle 1 vertically opposite to angle 4? Angle 1 vertically opposite to angle 4. Is it correct? Yes. Again it is. They are vertically opposite angles. Look at the sixth one. What is vertically opposite angle of angle 5? So here we have angle 5. What is the angle vertically opposite to it? So vertically opposite angle we get angle 2 and angle 3. Isn't it? Angle 2 plus angle 3 is vertically opposite. To angle 5, or you can write it as angle COB. Okay, we can write directly angle COB. This particular angle is opposite to angle 5. Okay, either write angle 2 plus angle 3 or write angle COB is vertically opposite to angle 5. Now look at the 10th one. Okay, indicate which pair are they. Okay, so here one figure is given. Okay, here you have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we have to say which are vertically opposite angles. So which are vertically opposite angles? We have angle 1 and angle 4. These two are vertically opposite angles, isn't it? So that is one pair. Second pair you can get it as angle 2 plus angle 3 is vertically opposite to angle 5. Isn't it? Angle 2 plus 3. This can be vertically opposite to this because they are cutting the two straight lines. Okay? Okay. Look at the second one. Linear pair. So how many linear pair you can find? Here we have 1, 2, 3. Angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3 in linear pair. Angle 4 and angle 5 can be in linear pair. Angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4, that is one of the linear pair. And the fourth one you can get angle 1 and angle 5. So in 3 direction you can search the linear pair. That is in this direction is 1, 2, 3. This one you can get. Second one like this. Third one is like this. And the fourth one is like this. So in all the 4 direction you can find the linear pairs. Is it clear? Now let us go to the 11th one. In the following figure is one adjacent to angle 2. Give reasons. Okay, here is one figure given here, and this figure is 1 here and 2 here. Okay, they are asking is 1 adjacent to 2. Are they adjacent? No, they are asking you the reason. What would you write the reason as? No, angle 1 is not adjacent to angle 2 because their vertex are not same. Isn't it? The first reason is both should come in a same vertex. Here both the vertex are different, therefore they are not adjacent. Now look at the 12th one. Find the value of x, y and z in each of the following. So two questions they have given here. In these two questions you have to find the value of x, y and z. Look at the 12th question, children. Here a figure is given. Figure as here it's y, x, z and 55. So in this figure we have to find out what is x, y and z. Okay. So now look at these two angles here. This 55 is vertically opposite to x, isn't it? Now angle x is vertically opposite to 55 degree. Therefore vertical opposite angles are equal, right? Therefore angle x is equal to 55 degree. Okay, so we got what's the value for x, and angle x plus angle y is supplementary, isn't it? They both together will form a supplementary angle. Therefore already we got what is angle x. So angle x is 55 degree plus angle y will give you 180 degree. So to find out angle y, we have to minus the value with the 180 degree. So what will be the angle there? 125 degree. So 180 minus 55 you will get 125, isn't it? So we got what is y also. We got what is x and we got what is y. And if you just look here, y is vertically opposite to z. Okay. Here angle y is vertically opposite to angle z. Therefore angle z is equal to 125 degree. So here we got all the three angles as angle x is equal to 55 degree, angle y is equal to 125 degree and angle z is equal to 125 degree. We have found the values for all the three angles. Look at the next figure. this is the second figure. Here we are supposed to find the x, y and z. Now look here. These all the three come in a linear pair. This is 40, 25 and x. If you just imagine, you can get all these three in a linear pair. When you get a linear pair, you can take them as a supplementary angles. Isn't it? Just now look here. When you take angle x plus 40 plus 25 should be equal to 180 degree. So angle x plus what is this? It is 65. Therefore angle x is equal to 180 degree minus 65 degree. When you take 165, you get 115, isn't it? 115 degree. Therefore x is equal to 115 degree. Now let us find what is y. And now if you take this angle here, angle x plus 25 plus z, this also can give you a linear pair of a 180 degree or a supplementary angle. Therefore, if you take second one, angle x plus 25 plus angle z is equal to 180 degree. Now we already got angle x, it's 115 degree plus 25 plus angle z is equal to 180 degree. Let us take what is angle z. It is 140 minus is equal to 180. Let us put it like this. Therefore, angle z is equal to 180 minus 140. What is 180 minus 140? It is 40 degree. Therefore, angle z is equal to 40 degree. So then let us find out what is y. See, here we have y and here we could see these two angles here, isn't it? So if you compare that, you can get that vertically opposite angles. So angle y is vertically opposite to angle x plus 25 degrees. So what is angle x? It is 115 plus 25. It is 140. Therefore, angle y is equal to 140. So here we have got all the three angles. Here you take angle x is equal to 115 degree, angle y is equal to 140 degree and angle z is equal to 40 degree. And now look at the 13th one. It is the fill in the blanks given there, and the last one is for your comparison. So 13 and 14 I am going to give you as your homework. So if you look into your textbook, here I have given question number 2 is your homework. In question number 3, 4, 5 and 6 is your homework. And when you come back here, it is 13 and 14. So I have given 4 sums for your homework. The rest I have done for you as a class work. In the next session, we will go on with the next point, that is 5.2. Till then, complete all your homeworks and be practicing.